Welcome to beautiful Colorado Springs and Falcon Stadium. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the Bowling Green Falcons and the Air Force Falcons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Guys, I spoke to the Falcons head coach before this matchup. As you can expect, he is emotional coming back to the place where he got his start as a young man. He said, you know, I grew up here. Everything I know that's good about football, I learned right here on this field. But he is looking forward to his new team, his new family, showcasing just how great they are here at his alma mater today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Falcons ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Working the ground game. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's first down. Running it to the right. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
It'll be a draw. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Left side is Woodyard. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. This time they'll go to the running game. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Push is ahead. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll send the back in motion. The give on 4th. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Trying to establish the run. He's past the marker. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Falcons!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Right back to the well. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Second down to the air. Out wide left, it's Clay. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Clay. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll run the draw. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Falcons are in the hurry up. Powers inside. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Off play action on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play, giving up the sack.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gain.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Motion from the wideout. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, Falcons. Quick strike through the air for the score. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point is good. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Number 13, set to kick off.
Looking for blockers. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense will go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Look out! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to escape and get it. Snags it, and there's running room. And so a huge gain is negated by an illegal forward pass. And the Falcons line up to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch at the 45. Wide open, and it's a foot race. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
The fake wants to throw. Lets it fly. Soft spot in the middle. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down. The Falcons have taken it inside the 20. Wants to throw on 1st. Release to the back. Finds his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps...
Got it! They will score! Touchdown Falcons! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it back looking for help. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Bowling Green Cincinnati's offense will take the field to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
Got a man, it's Ridley.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to get it through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. A designed run for the quarterback. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Close to midfield, 4th down. I think most coaches in college football say that's a green zone now.
Has to be, because there's really not that much to gain by kicking it away.
No, because you kick it in the end zone, they take it out to the 20. You're only picking up how many yards. They could return it. So I know if I run a play, I've got a really good chance to get it. So stay aggressive, offensive coaches.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Keeping his eyes downfield. Slings it downfield. Picked off to stop the threat. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Using his feet. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Making his first move. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Drops back on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. It's a draw. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Sends it back in motion. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Dangerous throw on that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd and long here. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Back's got it on the screen. There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
He lets one fly deep. He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's Michigan State able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return.
And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Buys time to his left. Looking left. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grabbed behind the line, it's Allen. Still on his feet at the 45. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. 3rd down coming.
Ready. Black 14s, ready, go!
Calls his own number. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26. Certainly well within field goal range. But let's see if they choose to go for it here. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Needs it. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Left side is Sims. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Fires to the right. The short hands, it's Woodyard. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Finds a spot in the middle. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. And the Falcons moving quickly to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rush right in his face. He'll pull it down and run. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And I guess he didn't watch the tape from a week ago, because when you threw at this guy last week, he made big plays. He had 2 picks a week ago. They try him early in this football game, and it's the exact same result. You better be wary when you go after that young man.
And the Air Force offense ready to take over. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's long. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Now have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Yeah, 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Hunt is on its way. And they'll just down it right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. The throw. Out wide right, it's Ridley. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Finds his target. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Falcons in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the right. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. He'll set up to throw. Looking for a deep man. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on first. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way.
Sweet. Return. Go!
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Misses badly on that one.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets away from one, finds room. They stop him just short of midfield. What a nice return out to the 48. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Give to the big fullback. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll run it. Turning it on. Inside the 30. Past the 20. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
And they're going to try this on fourth down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Unleashes to the end zone. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions. You're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense, doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job. And you did it.
Drops back on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. That's caught. It's sharp. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the Falcons want to crank the tempo.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Looking to throw again. Tight end finds a soft spot. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got...
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Throws for the tight end. Finds space on the right. Touchdown, BG! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. They want to throw it. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
And the Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Breaks into the open. He's past the sticks. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
Really nice job by the running back.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Fighting off the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw. or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down.
Check, check, check. 492, waggle. 492, waggle.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Hauls it in. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Handoff to the single back. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Falcons will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Just feeds the running back. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Give to the fullback. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Falcon. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Snap on first down, wants to throw. They're all over him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Clay. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Unleashes one deep. And he's got it for the late touchdown, but probably a little too late, barring just an epic finish. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Looking to throw. Flush to the left. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Here's the situation. First they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
Trying the left side. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready, go!
Looks as if he's going to run it. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game.